Hey, what's up? It's Ahmed Ajam. Oh, yeah, that's right. My DJ name is Mad Jam. You remove the and the you get Mad Jam. And there's a DJ in the middle, the caps, you just capitalize that. So actually, Mad Jam is my first and last name without the Arab. I don't think the rave scene is disappearing anytime soon. I think I've been part of the scene for 33 years myself. And I've seen it go through transitions and phases and offs and ons. I think if anything, people still need to be together. At some point, they need to feel the energy together. So even during COVID, when we had that taken away from us, we still managed to find a way to sneak our way into parties. So I don't think...
Do you think it's shifting from one, let's say, genre to the other? Or it's just temporary, the techno will and always be there?
The genres are always changing. I mean, if you look back at the music we played 20 years ago versus what we're playing 5 years ago, and there's always a new generation of younger people that are going to be younger than you, whether it's the ravers or the DJs or the producers, and they each follow a different sound, and each one of their sounds kind of has a time to dominate. But I think there's enough music out there for everyone to enjoy. So in one night, I might go through 5 different genres and do 2 of these, 3 of these, 5 of these. So there's no letting down on that whatsoever.
So you just read the crowd and you just go.
Read the crowd and just enjoy the energy. So I do a lot of music production, and I also do sound design for videos for a lot of companies who I cannot mention because I'm under NDA. But I do a lot of sound design stuff for exhibitions, for product reveals. Most of them are very hush-hush. You won't see them anywhere online. But they're big budgets and they big companies that I work with, and I do 2 or 3 of those a week. And I end up seeing my stuff later on news channels when they investigating.
That's impressive.
So it's pretty interesting to see.
And I also see that you're tutoring at Soundstrip as well.
That's right. Yeah. So I give lessons. I love sharing the information that I've picked up over the years. Now with the technology, the DJ world, it's been so much easier for people to adapt to.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the days, we'd record CDs and you have to get the CD right, make sure that the computer wasn't burning too fast. Cool. Nowadays, everything is sorted on a software, which I develop. So I've helped the Pioneer DJ team develop Rekordbox. And so I've done tutorials either in studios or in people's houses, or sometimes when I travel, I extend an extra day to give a little workshop. Okay. So I love spreading my knowledge. I go from 2 extremes. So I go from extreme party to extreme chill. And it might be literally an hour apart. So I can go from just chilling with my cats, at night, enjoying some popcorn. And then an hour later, I could be at the rave, giving it full-on energy.
How many cats?
4 cats.
Okay.
4 cats, which are my life. So it's kind of like children.
Your babies, I would say. Yeah.
And they radiate positive energy 24 hours a day. Cats never hide emotions like humans do. That's the best part about them. So I love my cats, and I can go from 2 extremes, literally in probably not even an hour, half an hour, I can switch from one to the other. I've always been a house guy, so house music has always been my thing, but nowadays the term house music is so diluted, so it's hard to define what it is. It's tribal, it's electronic, it's Afro, it's disco, it's funky. To me, it's house music. And even techno is a derivative of house music, and it's just a more harder, more aggressive. It could be the melodic, it could be the industrial. It depends on where I am and who's in the crowd and what they're on.
And the club itself.
And the club itself, and the location. So normally if I'm booked to play at a place I've never been to before, like in some Turkish city that I've never even heard of on the map, then I'll end up doing a bit of investigation, see what the club looks like and get a feel for it. And in my head in advance, I'll put a playlist together of what I think would fit, but then on the spot I improvise.
So you play a style and then you realize if the crowd's interacting. If not, you have to change that style to a different genre and see how they read that.
So what matters the most is the warm-up, because you end up testing the waters. So I always come early enough to check the warm-up and see what the crowd are responding to the best, and depending on that, I decide my first track. And then from 2 or 3 tracks, I decide if I stay on that level or if I switch. So yeah. I either wake up at 6 or I'm still awake at 6 a.m.
So on as well.
And then there are some days where I just stay awake fully, like I just did the last couple of days. I've literally stayed awake from Thursday morning. I woke up at around 5 in the morning, and I did not sleep until I got a nap on Saturday around midday. And then Sunday afternoon is when I properly slept. So I can go 4 or 5 days. My body's used to it.
Yeah.
So I can fill my time with either documentaries.
So what do you do? Yes, at 6. Let's say you woke up at 6. You feed the cats.
The cats are fed pretty well. I have these automatic feeders called the Buddy Feeder.
Yeah.
And so the cats take care of themselves. If I sleep more than 5 hours, they know something's wrong. So one of my cats will come and massage me. He's like, yo, bro, you sleeping too much.
Yeah.
Why are you still asleep?
That's my job, not your job.
Exactly. So I end up spending a lot of time with them. Okay. I go through about 200-300 tracks a day. There's some days I'm not in the mood to go through them because a lot of them, I'm very honest with my reviews of new music. So if it's a shit track, I'll say, oh, this track is absolute shit. I'll put it in the British accent if it's a British record label. It's shite.
Yeah.
So I'll give them like negative reviews. But I normally do that after my morning coffee, which is probably around 9 or 10 in the morning.
Okay.
So I would have had time to actually wake up naturally before I go into like the 2 hours of criticism.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go through about 200 tracks a day just to dig out 5 or 10 that are really good.
Really good.
And those are the ones that I save. I would enjoy playing with one of the older guys, kind of like little Louis Vega of, what's it called, the Masters at Work. Just because he's been around the scene since the 80s.
Now you're making me feel so young.
I know. That's how old I am.
Yeah, okay.
So I enjoyed that house. When I was younger and in my teenage years, I would listen to their sets that were on the Ministry of Sound CDs because we didn't have internet, or at least not fast enough to download or stream. So I'd listen to those sets almost religiously. Like I memorized it more than I've memorized any religious books. Not like I read any religious books, but anyway.
Yeah.
So I've learned the strategy of flow and set energy levels going up and down through little Louis Vega. And one person who sadly passed away is Eric Morillo. I would have loved to have met and played with Eric Morillo, but he sadly passed away. Anthony Papa at VO18 2000, either end of 2001 or beginning of 2002. It was November.
At what time?
I played, we were live on the radio on Mix FM, and I played from, I think it was like 9 p.m. till 1. So the warm-up sets were like a full 4 or 5 hours, which hour and a half. It was a proper long set. And then he played a 6-hour set, and I played the final hour and a half after him. So.
Oh my God, I love this. I really want to keep talking to you to know
go
how
ahead,
things are.
Ask more questions, I don't mind.
But we're out of time for now. So
give me more questions. Come on, Phoebe. We're just getting started. We're just warming up here.
Warming up.
Give me a couple more. I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
So back in the day, we were so few DJs that actually were able to carry on a full night as we do now. Nowadays, I would honestly say most of the bookings are coming from their popularity on a certain social media site called Instagram, which to me is kind of fake because I've seen some of these guys, they can edit and make a video look really, really good.
And
but
maybe they're not the ones doing it. Maybe someone else.
Someone else is probably producing it for them. But but the video misleads people, and just because they bought 50,000 likes doesn't mean that they're actually worth that. And then I've seen some of these people live, and they're unable to actually keep control of a crowd for more than maybe 15, 20 minutes, and they lose it.
Or even have the basic skills to
adapt, even adapt, because they come with an exact fixed playlist of exactly what they're going to play. And sometimes what you plan does not work out for the crowd.
Yeah.
So
you should be able to adjust according to what happens.
So the more experienced DJs, and I'm not saying I'm the only one, there's many of my generation and even older who are able to adapt quickly to understand the crowd. The younger, less experienced ones, just because they have 100K followers and a blue check mark, doesn't mean that they can handle the crowd or adapt. So they stick to their comfort zone of, these are my 50 tracks, and everywhere they go, they play those same 50 tracks. If my gigs dry up, and I'm not willing to take the salary cut that some of these other DJs are accepting, and some of them are doing it for free, some of them are even paying to play, they're booking 2 or 3 VIP tables just so they can play at the event. And I've never done that. I've never been somebody who can guarantee a minimum number of bookings and reservations and number of tables. I find that unethically wrong. Maybe because, again, I'm part of that previous generation and I'm still getting booked, so there's nothing that's dried up just yet. I find that totally odd.
Now you hopefully continue to be booked because your talent is impeccable. Really, I've danced with you many times.
I've just been around longer than most of the rest, and I haven't given up. There have been many DJs my age and even older who've either given up or fallen into the dark hole of religion or rehab, and I've been one person to keep totally clear and away from all that stuff. Everything in moderation, everything in balance, and that's why I have the 4 cats of these.
That's the only way to go. Madam, let me say, Ahmed, thank you so much for this time. Really, I would love to keep speaking to you after the camera rolls off. But thank you, and can't wait for this to show up.
I'm here to spread the knowledge, share my experiences, and give everybody a heads up of the pros and the cons. So anytime you want some more advice, I'm here for everyone.
Thank you so much.